Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Trina. Today's video is going to be probably a weekly vlog situation. Today is Sunday, the 10th of November, and I'm going to update a little bit. But before anything else, I'm actually going to do a little bit of a stationery haul. So for the past couple of days actually of November, I have been doing a bunch of online shopping for the new year because I am going to establish another merch and stationery low buy for 2025, as I have done for the month of November as well. And it got me thinking of like what materials I'm actually enjoy using all throughout the year, as I am destashing all of the stuff that I've been using since 2020. And today's haul is part one actually of maybe 3 parts. I actually forgot how many places I ordered. To be perfectly honest, I think it's only 2 parts. I'm thinking of one more for the month of December, probably because I do have something in my cart for the new year that I'm thinking of. But so far, this is the only package that came around. So I have my notebook here for swatching some of the washi tapes, and we're just going to dive right into it. I've already opened the package because when my package was being delivered, the shop owner did tell me to refund one of the items because she forgot to make the item out of stock in her listings. So she didn't have it, so I'll just request for refund. So that's what I did. That's why it's open, because I don't really know which item it was that was out of stock, so I had to double check with the order. So first of all, 4 washi tapes. Very cheap washi tape actually. This one is a little bit like dirty. It looks old and dirty, so this was on clearance, I guess, but I don't mind. It's still washi tape, still usable, not too dirty actually, but it's fine. I'm going to use it still, and it's kind of fitting the retro theme actually of my November page. Just going to quickly swatch these. It's getting hard to peel. I'm starting to really like washi tapes again. I don't know why, but I have in my cart like a bunch of washi tapes that are like sets of 5 that are in like good prices, and they are mostly like summer collections. I decided actually on 3 different colors for this thinner washi tape because I use thin washi tapes for dividers for my journals and my writing. That's why I have a bunch of them. But on my cart as of the moment, I do have another 5 sets of 5. So I'm like, I do not need 25 more washi tapes when I have these, and also more coming in the mail as of the moment, and then like a whole tackle box full of washi tapes. I will probably have a video of like all of my stationery items at the beginning of the year, so that we could check my stash and see how much I use at the end of the year, basically. That's what I like to do when it comes to like beginning of the year stash related items. So anyway, those are the 4 washi tapes from this order. I really like this, the blue one, like leaves. Next, I have here a bunch of sticky notes. I intend for these sticky notes, or like notepads, I guess, for my Kinboard leaks, like as a background of some sort. Especially these ones could be layering pieces. They look like handkerchiefs to me. Like I vaguely remember that I have a handkerchief or like a t-shirt, or not a t-shirt, like a polo shirt of this design. And also a handkerchief of this one. Is probably my aunt's or something, so it reminds me of those. That's why I picked those up. And then I have these 2 pretty ones. I think these are more for my reading journal situation. I just don't appreciate how misspelled these things are, but I'm just going to cover it with washi tape. The design of the floor is all pretty. And as for this weekly notepad, is probably for my reading journal as well. Maybe stick this on and then write like what the date is outside here, and then what I read or listened to that day, maybe partial, maybe finished, we'll see. I just wanted something for like a weekly memo pad situation. The next one here is probably the only sticker sheet that I purchased. Oh no, I do have 2 more. Never mind. Forget it, I was wrong. So I have this deco stickers, which I'm kind of sad that something here is missing. I don't know what it is, but I did not report it anymore. I'm just like, it's just 1 sticker. Let's be clear, this is on clearance. So I do understand if there's like 1 sticker missing down there. It's fine, probably a ribbon like this one or something, but anyway, it's fine. this is more of like home related, and I'm going to use this in my Kinboard as well for memory keeping, deco related stuff. It's pretty cute. And then I have 2 packs of these. I already purchased, like, I don't know why I purchased one of these in another store. Like, these remind me of the flowers in Lumine's hair in Genshin Impact. And I remember buying this one, which is like the closest one to Lumine's flower on her hair. And I bought one of these for like, I guess this is 8 sheets in 1 pack. And I only bought a single sheet for like half of the price of the whole 8 packs. So like I got scammed basically. So I found this shop, and they sell the whole 8 packs, and I decided to pick those up because I really like these as deco. And I don't typically have purples and pink deco. I tend to go for green, yellow, and blue in my spreads. So having like pinks and purples is something new, I guess, for my stash, and something that I can experiment with. And then we have another 8 pack here of adorable little animals. I can take them out. So let's get out. There we go. So we have here like a sheet of cakes, apples. This is like home related, bunch of chicks. Very cute. This is, I don't know if it's a fox or something, but it's like Valentine's themed. This one is like tea and beauty, I guess. And then this is like couples again. Like, they're super cute and super sparkly. Just a little bit of deco here and there for like my Kinboard. Basically, when I ordered this pack, this set, I am always thinking of my Kinboard Weeks and my Kinboard A6. The next one I have here is kind of funny. I do have here, this is not the funny one. This is a Libra. I am a Libra, and it's just a stamp, rubber stamp of the constellation. And to be fair, the Libra constellation isn't really that pretty, not that much compared to the other ones, but I'm still happy with it. And I wanted one just as like little bits of deco here and there whenever I do like constellation spreads or like galaxy related spreads. And with relation to this star constellation of mine, I actually bought not one, but I accidentally ordered 2 gold ink pads. Now, when I ordered this, I accidentally put 2 of the gold in one order. However, when I look through it, you can see it actually even on camera, how different the 2 golds are. Like, one is like an orangey gold, and one is more like the gold. So I'm going to try to open this up, and we're going to swatch it on the page. So I really need to remember to clean my stamp after using these golds, but as you can see here, there is a huge difference between the 2. One is more of like that warm gold, and the other one is just that metallic gold situation. It's super inky, super juicy as well. So I'm glad that these are not dry, and I'm happy with it. One is bigger than the other. What the hell? They're supposed to stack with each other, so I guess like that. But yeah, I'm happy with it. At least even with the mistake that I made in ordering 2 gold ink pads that I expected was like the same shade, I ended up with 2 different ones, which is good. It's very good. At least there's contrast. And then the last one, the last part of this haul is a bunch of sticker flakes. Like, a lot of sticker flakes. Now, 2024, I did do like a whole counting of how many sticker flakes I had in my stash to use up. A bunch of those sticker flakes, I realized that I do not enjoy using them, and I was more mindful this time of what are the stuff that I would like, or like know that I like to use. So a bunch of these, let me try to open them, and going to transfer them in my little pouch here, because I rather have them all out in one container rather than having to open a bunch of tiny containers like these, or tiny boxes. So most of the items that I have here are like watercolor. I leaned more towards like retro style. I guess I'm like trying out a new aesthetic basically, but these are more like, I'm sorry, it's the fan, like cozy home related watercolor style items, like welcome home. It's like super homey. I'm always at home. I work from home, or I guess the store that my aunt where I work is just below our house, so it's still like working at home. And I actually got 2 boxes of the same. This time the 2 orders was intentional because I really like the design of it and I want more of it. I'm going to use them in a bunch of different places, and I wanted the extra just in case I have like stuff that spreads that I want to use them in. So you see, it's very pretty. It has like stationery, like that, like a pot of tea. I don't know what this is. It looks like cereal or soup or something. Oh, everything is flying away. I dropped one. Hold on a sec. So that's the first set out of the way. The second one here, I think these are cats. The one that I ordered that did not come was also like a bunch of chibi cats, which I'm fine with. I already received the refund, but it's kind of sad because I really was looking forward to like more cat stickers because the one that I hauled like on my birthday week vlog, I actually am running out of those cat stickers and I wanted a new set. So these are more like watercolor kits. Watercolor cats. Like, I really love Siamese cats, to be fair. What is this? Huh. So some of these are like just backgrounds, I guess. Some have cats, some don't have cats. I mean, I cannot English. Some don't have cats, some have only their tails. So I'm thinking of making these like collage pieces, basically, for the weekly spreads. And they're adorable, and I love them. And they're also watercolor, so we're having a theme here. So into the pouch they go. Another watercolor-ish set we have here. I think this is for backgrounds. I really can't recall the stuff that I ordered. Yeah, these are watercolor food items. There we go. Food items that are in the same watercolor style. I really like those. I used to make watercolor food items as well, but I'm pretty much bad at it. That's why I stopped. But I used to do watercolor food journals. That's what it's called. For a time, like back in 2018 when I was still doing a bunch of watercolor. Like, these are like perfect for when we do like pot rice, hot pot, melon pan, I guess, like cooking stuff, like cooking journal. Maybe I could like try to make or cook some of the foods that are in here that are kind of easier, like maybe a pita, and then like, for example, chicken. Like, I guess this is a chicken or a turkey or something, or duck maybe, or maybe I'll cook eggs, and then this will be the deco for the memory keeping spread. And that's just the mindset when I bought these stickers. Next we have here is like, this is for layering purposes. This is my first time using these types of wacky stickers. These are more of like vintagey newspapers or like pieces of receipts or something that are like for stickers. Like these are basically those that I've seen in like ticket stubs. These are from like, what do you call this, retro vintage scrapbooking, I guess so you call it. And when I saw these, I'm like, oh, they're green, I could work with these. I do have like a vintage set of like aesthetic papers that I bought from my birthday haul, so I could mix and match with these. I was wishing that there are like more like ledger pieces, ticket stubs, and like library cards, but more of these are like price tags. But they're fine, they're green, and I could use them. I could basically use them in the spread. Like, I could fit them in one of these, but we're not going to waste them. We're going to keep them for 2025, or maybe in some of my December spreads as practice. And then the last one is another intentional two sets. Very cozy green. Like, as you can see, my color scheme when I pick out my stickers are mostly green, pinks, yellows, blues. Not much of the purples and the reds, but these one are cute. Like, these are cute, very cute. Books. Oh, there are 3 of them. Like, we have carrots, plants, and probably a reusable container. Another one of those cute kettles, some wine, cameras, a blender with probably a very healthy shake there. Don't wake me up. This is like mood, basically. And then the gramophone, a eco bag, I guess, and then more plants. So this is like very cozy home related stuff. We have coffee, we have a Monstera plant, gardening related, and those are the stuff that currently I am very much interested in. And yeah, I bought 2 of those packs because when I saw it, I'm like, this is what I like, and I will buy multiple of what I like so that I will not run out in the middle of the year. So as you can see, I have a bunch. So I am basically set for 2025, if I'm being honest, with this amount of I call this sticker flakes, I'm probably all set with even with these. So oh, now that I'm looking at this, this looks embossed. It's kind of looking embossed actually from my side, like the warmer gold one as I waited sitting here waiting for it to dry. But yeah, that is the haul as of the moment. I am going to come back once the other package is here. It's probably a smaller package. I can't really remember what I ordered. I will have to double check, but I remember there is a washi tape there as well. So we're going to come back. I'm going to swatch everything again once that order is up, and I will just come back. I will update more maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I have stuff to do today, even it's a Sunday. So I'm probably going to update like all of the stuff that I've read for the first week of November, as well as updates on my Nanowrimo, because it has been quite a week. So yeah, I'm going to do that tomorrow probably. So there are a lot to go through today, and I only have less than an hour until I need to go to work, so we're going to just speed through this. Hi, good morning. It is Tuesday as of the moment, November 12th, I believe. And I was going to film yesterday about like updating you guys on what has been happening within my journals, within my immediate life, I guess. And I didn't do any of those because I was busy yesterday. I needed to go to work early yesterday. But anyway, right now you can tell that I'm kind of rushing it, but I will do my best. I am going to update a little bit of the planners as I go through this video with you guys. But yeah, let's just get right into it, I guess. The first one that I am going to discuss actually is this little notebook from Starbucks. This is from 2020 actually. It's just a blank, no, not black, but rather grid notebook, and dotted, like it's like an empty notebook, I guess, that my dad has not used since 2020, and he gave it to me. This was one of those that are inside like a zipper pouch sort of notebooks, and he didn't use it, so he gave it to me. And this actually houses my Nanowrimo. I did not do anything of the front pages, but it's like my story. As you can see here, this is a little bit of like the characters of the story. And I think it's kind of early actually to say this, but I think I'm going to just not continue with Nanowrimo this year. I will probably just write the story in my own time, like the very first week, like no, not the first week, the first few days, the 3 days of November, because I'm counting it as per week. So as you can see here in my November, no, that's not it. Is it here? Yeah, here it is. 1st of November in my weekly like planner, daily journaling situation here. The 1st of November, I counted this as the first week of Nanowrimo. So I like divided the, what do you call this, the word count. Oh my god, I cannot think. I divided all of the word counts to number of days. Within this 3 days, I needed to write 5,000 words or more, and I hit it with 6,445 words. And then when I reached here for the next week, which was last week, I did not do any of the word count goals, which I needed to hit 11,000 words. And somehow around Tuesday, I guess, I was writing so well on Monday. When Tuesday came around, I think I hit a writer's block situation because I wrote a scene in the story, and then I was like, this doesn't make sense. I did not like where the story went, and it was like about maybe 600 to 800 words of like scenes, and then like I was so discouraged that I did not write anything at all. And then come the weekend, I actually tried to salvage it, like redo the whole scene in something of like more consistent with the whole story. However, bad news is I did not get like the motivation that I had for the first 3 days. So I'm just going to cover these up with stickers like I did for this week. I just covered it up with a sticker because I already wrote like tallies for the first few days. But I ended up not doing any Nanowrimo, so that's kind of sad. But yeah, I was so pumped, like in the beginning of the month, the beginning of November, I was like, I'm going to do Nanowrimo this month, or this year, and I'm going to do an anthology, like a horror anthology, and it's like going to be a very big book, because I know the story by heart, because they are from like my very weird, strange, scary, spooky dreams, but also kind of Freudian in a sense, because it's kind of a bit smutty, but yeah, I just did not feel like I was up to continuing it. But yeah, any case, I don't think I have shown some of the pages here, in a vlog at least. I did show some of this in my notebooks video, but for the pages of November, I'm just going to quickly flip through them. I really love this actually, Japanese style art with cats and also black washi tape. I bought new black washi tape recently, or like, was this for my birth? I guess this is for my birthday haul. And I have read a bunch of books. I have finished, how many books have I finished this month so far? Like, the thing with like having multiple hobbies, I guess, is that you have to find time for each and every one of them, or else like you will have to abandon one of those hobbies. So this is my TBR for November, wherein I played a game with my best friend Angel during my birthday sleepover situation, and she had to roll a d20 die, and whatever number that is 8 or above, we choose that amount of books based on prompts. And so what ended up happening, she rolled 17, and somehow I agreed to it. But two of the books, like Misery, I believe it was Misery, as well as, which one was it? A Court of Wings and Ruin, I guess. These two I have read in October because I couldn't wait for it. I needed a spooky book for Halloween because I was disappointed during Halloween for all of the reads that I had. So I started it. So we're actually in 15 books for the November TBR. And those that I've crossed out, I've already either finished or almost finished with them. Which is here. The actual books read section, I put in how many hours, if it's an audiobook, and how many pages, if it is digital or physical copy. I did manage to sneak in one that is not from the, what do you call this, TBR, because I have been holding on to it. It's like pile of shame situation, wherein I started it, halfway done, did not finish it. But yeah, I did manage to finish it this month, and I'm just going to talk about it once the wrap-up happens. But what I've been doing here is that I write in all of the stuff, or all of the books titles that I have started reading for the month, and then if I finish it, I will color it in, write the ratings, and that's basically my indication of I have finished that book. And then I have here at the bottom days when I actually read a book. I made a mistake actually. I should have like color coded it. Like if I have read, example, Book Lovers, I've listened to Book Lovers. I think this was consistent. Like the 3 days was consistent with Book Lovers, and then the 2 days with Miss Peregrine, and then Avalon with Wednesday here. But House of Whispers, I should have light green this to indicate the House of Whispers reading. And then Saturday was supposed to be Good Girl Bad Blood, I believe, because I have read those two in these days. And then Marry My Husband is Sunday, I guess. I can't really remember what specific day I finished reading them. However, I should have color coded it. These parts here are kind of like not color coded, I guess. But the dark green here is supposed to be for Clever Creatures of the Night, which is what I'm currently reading and currently frustrated with. So let's see here. The first full week of November, I used the Muji ballpoint pen. That's why it's kind of a bit light. I don't really like light, thin light pens, because look at it in camera, it cannot be seen that well. That's why I went back to like my thicker pens on the next week. But I did finish, as I've said, I finished Book Lovers, which was really cute. I really enjoyed it. It was one of the suggestions, recommendations by my best friend. I finished that quickly, around 2 or 3 days, and I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed how the commentary is, how the main character is actually quite funny, and I enjoyed her point of view. There's a lot of trauma there as well, and sadness, but I guess it worked out in the end. I really loved it. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, this is a reread for me, because I read this in high school, and I wanted to reread this because I want to continue with the next book, Hollow City, I believe. And this book, I guess I did not recall that it was this intense, of like Jacob looking for the house in the beginning and then the fight scenes in the end. Like, I did not recall any of it, so it was like a good idea that I reread this because I did not remember anything. And then next is the House of Whispers. I've also finished. House of Whispers is about this piano teacher, tutor, whatever, who was hired by this widower. Widower is the guy, right? This widower, and she was hired to be the tutor of his only daughter. And the house is sort of like very spooky, and she started to notice like the different things that happen in this house are super bizarre, and she thought that there is like this entity or like being that is super angry or wants revenge on the living situation. And then outside of this house, like it's during the time of Hitler, very fascist, very probably the worst point in history in that part of the world. And yeah, it was like a roller coaster ride. I was like, did not expect, like, I will not flip through my pages for the reading journal today. However, it is one of those wherein like I was writing down my reactions as I was reading the book, and I'm like, I did not expect this to happen. What? And like I all of the sentences were like, I did not expect this to be like this. I did not expect this to be like this. And I'm like, okay, I did not really know what this book was about as I was reading it. So I finished that. And then I finished Avalon, The Return of King Arthur, which is the third book actually in the series. And I really, like, I enjoyed it a bit in the beginning, wherein the main character, I forgot his name, James, I guess, he is supposed to be the reincarnation of King Arthur, and he has memories of when King Arthur was still alive, like the wars and all of like him ruling Britain, I guess. And it took him convincing to do that. And then in the end, when he was convinced that he was going to be king of Britain, he was like he feels like he could do anything. Like there is a switch in his character, like a change in character. The first two parts was super boring, and then suddenly it was like rushed in the end, and I'm like, what is this book that I'm reading? So I decided to just unhaul that book. I did have like this, what do you call this, shelf. My aunt's store has like a little bit of a revamp this week with painting the old shelves into a new color. So it's like bright blue and white now instead of that wood brown and beige color. So it's like new, and they have like an extra bit of space at the side for items that I can put up for the store. And I actually put in a little bit of a bookshelf there for books for sale that are like half the price of when I bought it. And yeah, I just left it there, see if people come around and buy any of the books, because there are a lot of them. But yeah, that's where I usually unhaul my books. Just put it there on shop to see if anyone would take it. If anyone would ask, can I just have it? I might just end up giving it to them. So yeah, and then on the 7th, Mom and I went to Foreign Affairs to get our passport renewed. It has been such a long time. My passport expired actually 2017, or was it 2020? I forgot. Either of those years, but it has been a long time. And we're finally renewing our passport. It was super quick as well, and I'm super happy that we got there like super early as well. Like we took an early schedule. We were out in like 30 minutes, and it was super fun. And then I also got new shoes. So happy. It was on sale. I really like it when like big brands go on sale, like 40 or 50% off. It's like fun to have like one for your size as well. I have big feet, so having one on my size that is like on sale is kind of rare, and I got one that I actually like, so it's good. And then we have here Good Girl's Guide to Murder, second book, Good Girl Bad Blood. I kind of did not enjoy this as much actually as, no, I don't really enjoy the first book either, because Pippa for me is kind of a bit of an annoying main character, because I don't like main characters that are risk takers to a fault. And the second book, she called her podcast, she started doing podcasts of the cases, like unsolved murders, unsolved mysteries, unsolved crimes cases in her podcast, and she calls it a Good Girl's Guide to Murder podcast. And to me, that's kind of like, you call yourself a good girl and yet you disobey certain rules, especially for your safety, just so you can save someone else's life. Well, it's good because she's basically the hero in this, but then again, after that, she gets traumatized by one certain thing, like as if you went into this case knowing there is a criminal involved, like some sort of a kidnapper, a rapist, whatever it is, and then you expect it to have a happy ending with no traumas involved. Like, girl, really, seriously. But I think I'm going to continue with As Good As That, just so to finish the whole series and see. And then Friday, as you can see here, it was a roller coaster. Maybe this is also why I wasn't able to really write anything for Nanowrimo, because I got scared. It was okay now, though. It was resolved. Like, there was a glitch in the system of a money saving, not savings, it's like a money app, e-wallet, let's say, app that I was using, and I have a lot of money in there because I use it for business. And I was asleep. It was 11 p.m. The money was gone, and I did not get any like authentication notification that money has been sent from my account. And yeah, it was nationwide. Actually, it was a nationwide concern, and finally I was able to get the money back by Monday, which was good enough. Okay, so I was panicking on Saturday, but I ended up like the remaining money that was inside that account, I decided to just use it for a YouTube subscription, just so that you won't steal any money from me anymore situation. So I bought YouTube subscription just to zero out my account. And then on Sunday, I got blood work done. I filmed a whole video and basically binge Marry My Husband, the manhwa. 5 stars. I really recommend this as well. This is one of the recommendations from my best friend as well, like one of the manhwas, and I really love this. This is not going to count in my, what do you call it, my stats for like the reading journal, reading This is not going into my stats for the reading journal, the pages and such, but I do have here my, this has not seen the light of day since like the beginning of January, but this is or like May rather. I think my last entry was May. This is my manga journal. This used to be my music journal back in 2020, wherein I wrote down lyrics of particular artists that I really like, and I just stopped there. And it's like a plain notebook, Strathmore notes. They don't have this anymore. I don't know why. I really want to buy another one of this so that I could make it into another manga journal. But this is my manga journal if you haven't seen it. There are a lot here actually that as you can see, One Piece is still ongoing. Hanako-kun I have not finished, Given I have not finished, Bungo Stray Dogs ongoing. There's a lot of ongoing stuff here. Like Liar's Game is actually finished. I finished reading this in 2017, but I forgot about it, so I think I'm going to have to reread it. This is so good, by the way, but I totally forgot what else happened. My son is probably Gage, Jujutsu Kaisen, Record of Ragnarok, a lot of stuff that I have not completed yet, so I just left all of it here. And if I ended up finishing them, Detective Conan, this is not going to finish in my lifetime, probably. I have not continued reading any of these actually, but yeah, there are a lot of here that I really enjoyed. My Dear Self with Malice Aforethought. If you are like into psychological horrors, suspense, be warned because this is super graphic as well and super mind effing, but I really recommend it if you're like hardcore into psychological horror. There are a lot here that are super horror related back in December of 2022. And yeah, 2022. Here we have 2023. I only read a few, I guess, in 2023. Mostly of the same like little genres. They are long mangas like Gantz, what do you call this, Monster. They're long, that's why I only read a few. Then I don't know why I did this. It's a cover for 2024, and I only got around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then Dungeon Meshi for last month, and this month is Marry My Husband. So this is where I'm going to write it down. I haven't picked this up, as I said, since the month of May. That's why I did not write. I just took it out today and wrote down these titles so that I could remember to fill up the synopsis and also my review for that. And this is going to retire at the end of 2024. I'm going to look for another notebook that I can make my manga journal in, but I'm still going to keep it, of course, because there are ongoing titles in here, and I don't want to write the synopsis again in another notebook if I've already entered them in there. Then we proceed to this week, which is Tuesday today. So I did continue with Clever Creatures of the Night, and I did rant here. Clever Creatures of the Night is about this girl who was told by her best friend through a letter to go to this house where she and a couple of other people lived in after an incident which they call the eruption. I don't know. I don't think it is a volcano of some sort, but the ground and the sky somehow erupted, and all of this, like, the sky turned red, and I really think it was like a volcano of some sort, but I don't know. They did not mention anything of a volcano. But she went there, and her best friend is missing, and she wrote a letter for the specific date and time and place of their meeting, and when she got there, she couldn't find her best friend. The housemates of her best friend were lying of where she was. I don't know if they burnt down all of the stuff of this best friend. And then the main character is just super annoying. Like, I do know that she has trauma because of her upbringings, as well as what happened to her during her childhood and recent years. Like, she has a lot of trauma and baggage with her. However, she's just plain rude, I guess, and plain annoying. Like, if you suspect these group of people somehow either killed your best friend, trapped her somewhere, burnt her stuff, you don't outright tell them or like be rude to them or challenge them in a way with words. Like, there is like this case wherein the situation wherein she was trapped by one of them. She was not able to go out of the premises of the person who owned this house, and she was like, I already told the police and they're going to come here, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, you're provoking them, basically. You should have like eased into it. Like, you're not safe. There are 4 people in this house that hates you, and you are still provoking them to kill you situation. And I'm like, So yeah, it's just supposed to be a short book. It's like 280 pages, and I'm like almost done actually last night. And I'm like, this is not worth it to stay up late for, so I'm going to continue it today, and that's what I'm going to do. I did write a book list for the week here. Was hoping actually to get 1 book per day, but that's not going to happen. After Clever Creatures of the Night, I'm probably going to pick up what's the title? Frozen Starlight, the 3.5 book in Avatar, because it's like 3 hours long in an audiobook. And I'm going to probably start making Christmas trees later, crochet Christmas trees for the shop, because the renovation is almost done. We're cleaning up the store, and I want to put up like Christmas decorations. So I'm going to start on that later or tomorrow. And yeah, I think that is the thing that I am updating in this journal. And then the last one that I wanted to update was actually this one, because I think I'm going to enter my husband in the beginning of the pages. I really abandoned my yearly stuff, if I'm being honest. So I did want to read 15 completed manga or manhwa for 2024, and I am at 12 now. Oh, 2, 4. Sorry, I'm at 8 now. This is like, okay, that is messed up on counting. 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm already at 8, so that leaves me how many? 7. My brain is not mathing right now. 7 more manga or manhwa. I still have Gourmet Hound for my best friend's recommendations for November, so I might pick that up. And I also have a few of the manga that I wanted to read that are already finished. One of them is when the summer when Hikaru died, I guess, is one of them. And yeah, so far that's the update. I haven't actually gotten the other package, but I'm going to haul that once I have received that. But I did manage to like switch up different places. This has become my stamp and washi pen pouch that I got for my birthday. My dad bought it for me, and this has, you have seen from the haul earlier, all of the sticker flakes. I have compiled all of them in here, even the ones that I gotten before, and then the sticker sheets, as well as vintagey ephemera paper set. This was actually for free. I got this for free in a bundle, and I just place it in there because they're all paper products. So yeah, that's the update so far for this week. I'm going to come back once the package is back, or if I have any other updates for you guys. And I really need to go to work now. It's like 8:30-ish, and my aunt is calling me, so I'm going to come back once something is up, and I will see you then. Hello, we are back. It is Thursday now as I'm filming this. Finally, my package arrived, and it is a mess as of the moment because I have taken a photo of what I call this, a thumbnail for it, and I need to organize this, so hang on a sec. This is the last package that I ordered from October, I guess, or was it October? It was beginning of November actually when I ordered these, so it came a week later, and I'm fine with that. And this is the last, hopefully. If there is going to be another order come December, then so be it. It's going to be my Christmas gift to myself. But so far, as I am assessing my supplies for 2025, this is already too much. So we're going to get right into it. I'm going to scooch you a bit. Oops. Okay, there we go. The first order is not necessarily a stationery item, but it is like pop sockets. Oh, that is so bad that it's not centered. Like I got a, why is it not focusing? Hold on. That is so badly centered, but that's fine. I got mom and myself like magnetic pop sockets for our phones, because I did have a pop socket back in the day. When I used it, it was super annoying because once you stick it on your phone case, it's either your phone case will get useless if you don't want to use the pop socket anymore, or you will forever have like your phone at an angle or something because of the pop socket. So I got mom and myself magnetic pop sockets. I have her with the Mofusan design that is, why is my camera so bad at focusing today? Tempura. Mine is the cinnamon roll, and then this is just an extra. So my phone and my mom's phone do not have MagSafe features or whatever to magnetize below or I can't English today. It's 4 p.m. I just got off work as I'm filming this, but I did buy MagSafe rings to attach to our phones and to attach these ones, and I did try it earlier, and the quality of the manga is actually pretty good. So I'm pretty pleased with it. I'm actually planning on using mine for my reading the ebook phone that I don't have anything there, no SIM card, no nothing, just all e-readers and ebooks that I own, and my hand tends to cramp up a bit when I read, so this is like the perfect thing. It's like a little mini Kindle situation. So I have 3 of those. Let's display them so that we could have like something on the side. And then next is going to be my stationery order. So I have the page here again. So we're back. The first washi that I got is this like scribbles. They look like, actually in the listing, they kind of look like crayons. So I really like that. So I got one of those. It's kind of a bit lacking in stickiness. I bought most of these like for cheaps online on Shopee. So I guess that is what you get for buying cheap online, and it even ripped. Oh well, it's fine. It's scribbles of like colored pencils, which I also like. And then this one is like scribbles of colored pencils as well, but in the diagonal version. So they all are part of like the same themes, I guess. But I really like this one. So those are the 3 additional washies that I have for 2025. I have so many. I am thinking of maybe doing a all of my washi roll collection because I have a tackle box full of them. They're not all that like special or something, but to me it's already plentiful. Like I have here my cat pencil case, and this houses all of my washi tapes and stamps that I have just purchased, and some of them are like from last year or like from 2020 or from 2018 even. This one is like I believe from 2018 when I was still in college. So there are a lot here that are mixed, and I'm just going to put those in here just so I have like a space for it beside my desk, in order to like if I don't see an item, I don't use them. So these are all sticker packs, I believe, and memo pads. I'm going to the memo pads first. So I bought these 3. This is of course my favorite, ginkgo leaves. Is another design, another shade. So bad, the lighting's so bad when it's like near evening, but this is more of an orangey. I do have like a lot of ginkgo leaves that are yellow, bright yellow, golden yellow. This one I saw that is more orangey in color. I really wanted like a little bit orangey with a tinge of brown, but I can't really find any of those, so I settled for this one. I have a lotus leaf here with a cute ombre effect, and also this cherry leaf. This is also very pretty with the pinks. So I decided to pick those up mostly for backgrounds, for decorating, or for like sticking in maybe a piece of leaf there, and then write notes and events for my journal. I don't know why I bought the 2 of these. I think I have another one that is like similar to stamps. Here we are. So these are like sticker stamps, and it's the first time that I'm using these, so I don't know much about them, but I guess they are just stamps in, it's not necessarily washi paper, or like it feels thicker actually. So it's just like stamp designs, stickers, 4 sheets of those. And I don't know, as I've said, why I ordered the paintings one. I really like this background. I'm going to probably use this for like a spread or something. I really like that. Also 4 sheets of this, like famous paintings in stamp form. Like you see 2 cents, 7 cents, 60 cents. It's kind of pretty. And I bought 2 packs of these, which I don't know why. I actually have become fond of like stamps recently because my aunt gave me her old set of stamps when she still sent letters to her, I believe her best friend and also my other aunt from Canada, and they always have like these cute stamps, and so she collected them over the years and ended up hoarding them, and she was like, if you want them, you can have them for your journal decorations, and I have them. So that's also another ephemera piece from the past that I could use and can actually call them vintage. And then I also have another sticker set, or like a sticky note set. I cannot today. I don't know why. It's just an off day for me today. Got so many, like, heard so many mistakes when it comes to like people telling me what their order is at the store, and I miss hearing them. So it's such a day. It's one of those days. So this is like coffee latte set. Menu order, cute frappuccino I got. Yeah, and a cute latte art with the bear, I guess. And I don't really drink coffee anymore. I do like the taste of coffee. I do like the aesthetic of coffee, and also the purpose of it trying to wake you up in the morning, your pick me up, I guess. But the more, like, once I graduated from college, I don't think of coffee as a necessity anymore, but more of a luxury, especially with all of the prices of coffee recently. So I do like coffee aesthetics for my journals and like the art of it, but I don't necessarily drink any coffee. But what I do eat and drink, I guess, is like this. I bought this set of all of the Japanese snacks. I am not going to open this anymore because it's a lot. So there are cats that are in the form of rice. I really love this. It's like, I really love curry, so I guess that's curry. It's so cute. It's just a bunch of cute food items. And then this one is more of like the convenience store selection. Like you have Milky, Ritz, Pocky, noodles. Like this is like the convenience store version of that. And then the last sticker flakes I have here is OOTD Girls. And I like the set because this is more of like fall-ish vibes, but also vibes that I would wear. Like they have different sets of like girls with like dresses, with, like different aesthetics of like outfits. And this is what I chose because this is like the aesthetic, the most likely I would wear sort of outfits. So I have a pack of those. And then lastly, I do have these. One pack of the Monet paintings sticker flakes. So a few things happened in the few seconds that my camera cut me off and I'm sweating buckets, so I had to turn on my electric fan, but I decided to just take out from the packagings, respective packagings, all of the sticker flakes that I have here. One is a collection of all of the Monet paintings, one collection of the Van Gogh paintings. I really love this. It's classic, I guess. But yeah. And then the last sticker flake set are all white flowers. I decided to pick up the white flowers because they are like the most universal. They can fit any color scheme. White can fit any color scheme, and they are just white flowers in clear backing. Something of like could do a Animal Crossing spread with that, I guess. And it's just all white flowers, and they're super pretty. And I'm just going to chuck them all directly to my sticker flakes pouch, which has chunked up a bit. But I did start, since the last haul that we did, I did use up some of these items in my reading journals and my daily journals, and it has been fun. I don't know if I'm going to do a stash video for 2025, like counting like what I did for 2024, wherein I counted all of the individual pieces of sticker flakes that I have, if I am using them or not throughout the year. But maybe this year I'm going to pass on the stash video for like individual items. I can show them off, like I can show you how much sticker flakes that I have to go through. And I know that looking at this now, I still have to put these in as well in here. But looking at these now, I know that I should not purchase another set of stuff. And this is me being mindful of the items that I have. And yeah, I think I should not purchase any more stickers this coming Christmas, even though I really want to. But maybe I could save that money for eventually next year, for when the new Pokemon cards pack coming out. I think in January or February. But yeah, I'm going to probably not buy anymore. And this is probably the last sticker haul, cross fingers, that you'll see me for 2024. If I ended up doing a haul for maybe, I don't know, Pop X. I'm not going to Pop X. I am doing my best to not go to conventions anymore because I get dragged into merch buying fever, and I don't want to do that anymore again for 2024 because I have spent so much money on anime conventions for the past 2 years, and I really need to save up my money. So yeah, this is it for the haul. I hope you enjoyed this, even though it's very chaotic. I don't know if I'm going to do one last clip because my memory space is so full, but I might do one more update after this for all the reading that I've done for the past 2 weeks, final updates, whatever, and maybe a little bit of a go around the city with me situation. We'll see, I'm not sure yet. Still Thursday, long way to go until Sunday. Good afternoon. It is Sunday, currently the 17th of November as I'm filming this, and this is going to be the last clip for this Cozy and Kiss episode. So I had to film this clip again because all of the stuff that I've talked about in the previous one that I filmed has now become irrelevant because we were expecting a 12-hour power out today. But it turns out it was only for 30 minutes, at least in my area. I don't know if you could hear it in the audio, but there is still a bunch of generators going off outside, but it's like too far away, so I don't know if it could be picked up by the microphone. But if it does, then I apologize in advance. But anyway, today's Sunday. I have yet to do stuff because I have spent the whole morning actually either in the kitchen cooking or I was doing my reading journal for 2025, which I was playing around with a bunch of stickers, like a little bit of a me time situation, and I set up the whole 2025 reading journal so that I could film it once I am ready, maybe later in the evening or in the afternoon after I film this video, I mean. But in any case, where I left off, I believe, was that I did not continue with my chat about Clever Creatures of the Night. This was one of the books that I was reading last week after marrying my husband. So I made a book list here for the week. When I started this week, I was like, I'm going to read one book a day. I was so confident in myself that I'm able to do it. However, when I started Clever Creatures of the Night, I was just super frustrated with it. It is about, I don't know if I mentioned the synopsis or what this book was about in the previous clip, but what it is about is that the main character, Cassie, or C-A-S-E, let's just call her Cassie, received a letter from her best friend, Andrea, saying that you should come visit me in this abandoned, not necessarily abandoned, but an old house where I and a few of my housemates now live after this tragedy. And I think I ranted about, I don't know what tragedy happened, but it turns out it really was like a volcanic eruption. You can't blame me because the name of the volcano was not a volcano name, at least for my understanding. I don't know the area of where this was located, so I am not familiar with names of volcanoes in that geography. So I did not know that it was really actually a volcano. But the best friend got missing. The housemates are being super suspicious, and the main character has become super annoying. I understand if there are main characters that are supposed to be either unreliable or unlovable. However, Cassie is just I was super stressed out when I was reading. There was this situation wherein she was trapped by these housemates, and she does everything that she can to provoke them. You are in this area, no signal, no person knows that you are here except maybe the person that you left your phone number with, which was a good call on her part, but also you can't trust 100% that person will save you. And I was what do you call this? She was being super rude to the housemates and calling them out for the things that they have done to the best friend. There are 4 of them. One is a guy, and then there's only one of you, and you keep trying to provoke them to they already hate you. So why do you have to keep saying that they did something wrong and that you're going to tell the police on them? You have to go with the flow first to if you're looking for dirt on these housemates, you shouldn't call them out immediately as you're doing something suspicious, and I know that you're doing something suspicious, but I have not yet discovered it, so I'm going to find out and tell the police. She said that outright. So I'm frustrated to the point where on Monday I was actually almost going to finish the book, 2 more chapters, and I was 9:30 or 10:30, and it was it's not worth losing sleep over or staying up late for, so I'm just going to finish it on the next day. That's why on Tuesday I actually finished 2 books. When I finished Clever Creatures of the Night, I immediately jumped into A Court of Frost and Starlight, the 3.5 of Akatar book, and I started crocheting a mini Christmas tree for the shop. And I started with a base, 6 hours of A Court of Frost and Starlight, which was quite a wintry Christmas read for me, actually, because it's about the winter solstice, and to me this is a good book to close off the first part of the story and then introduce the problem for the next part of the story, which is the last book. And I'm actually quite excited to finish off A Court of Thorns and Roses series for 2024. I'm hoping that by the end of the year I can finish it. And then the next one here, on Wednesday, I did get a bunch of packages. This is what I ordered last time. I did film a haul of it on Thursday, and then, what do you call this? I also started reading a new book from this list actually, which is The Familiar by Lee Bardugo, and this is quite a beloved witchy novel, and I thought that I would like it because it was like the vibes for November, for autumn, fall season, witchy, spooky vibes. However, I was so like not in the mood for it, I guess. I did read a couple, like up to chapter 8, and I was not hooked at all. So I decided to like look for other books here in my book list that I was reading. I tried The Hedge Witch of Vauxhall, which is another fantasy literary witch story. Still also couldn't get right into it. I tried a tried and true author, which is Rick Riordan. The Burning Maze, third book in the Trials of Apollo series, also could not get past chapter 1. And then I also tried TJ Klune's In the Lives of Puppets, and I could not do it. So I was like, there are still like 17 more. I actually have my journal here. I listed all of the books actually here for the TBR at the beginning of my November journal, and I still have a bunch of books here that I have not checked off, mainly physical reads like Dracula, Picture of Dorian Gray. However, it was like during the night, and I was not in the mood for Imaginary Friends because it was super long. In my head, it was like, this is the longest book, I guess, in my TBR this month. So I'm like, the only last resort books that I am going to read is either Gourmet Hound, which is a webtoon, or The Fragile Threads of Power by V. Schwab. So this is like the first book in the Threads of Power series, but also a continuation to the Shades of Magic series, which I love, except the last book. Let's not talk about it. But I'm already in this universe. I already know like the setting, the characters, so there is not much world building that is needed to be done for this book, so I could just get right into it. It follows a new main character, like 2 new main characters in the story, and references a bunch from the Shades of Magic series. So I'm like, I'm already in this universe. I have already gone through this, so I might as well start it. And I'm at like chapter 5. No, sorry. I'm like at chapter 2 actually, because this is like a longer, each chapter is a longer page count. So I'm in like chapter 2 of this, kind of enjoying it. 2 main characters are young girls, and they are like super powerful and super smart, and I enjoyed that. So I am trying to finish The Fragile Threads of Power I'm going to push it off to next week. Hopefully next week I'll be able to finish it. And then Thursday, I did a bunch of playing around with my journal because I couldn't really read, and also I was cramping so hard. But 7 Nights Idle Adventure game was collabing with Solo Leveling, and I really love Solo Leveling. So if you have been here for like quite a while, I think it was last year, or was it the year before, that I finished Solo Leveling, and I loved it, and I'm obsessed. So day 1, I attempted to 7-star Song Jinwoo. I got to 7-star before I went to bed, and I was trying to get number 1 spot in the stage rush. However, when I woke up, I ended up being number 2 because it was a long time when I was sleeping and not playing, and somebody crept up from behind, and I guess I just ended up with being number 2. And then on this day, Friday, I ended up filling out my fountain pen, which I haven't done for quite a while, and ended up just sitting down, writing all of the pages that I have not done in my 5-year journal, which was from October 8th to November 15th. So I finished my October and half month of November in my 5-year journal, which was an accomplishment because I was slumping so hard. So I was like, I want something done in my to-do list for the week, so at least I did that. And then what else did I do? Basically, the reading journal and also the 2025 bullet journal I have played around with. I'm planning on filming the setup and like explaining my system on that for like afterwards, like later after I edit this video. And yeah, no power outs, so that is like the plan for today. And I also added, as you can see here, medicine tracker. I already decorated for next week, and I also made a medicine tracker here because I have been so bad at drinking my medicine that I keep forgetting. So I needed to track her back. Like I did it previously, like one of the months previously, that I did a medicine tracker and then stopped because I was doing so well, and then I suddenly fell off. So I did this cozy theme for next week. Hopefully that I will be able to fill it with better memories, because this week was, even though I really like this being so full. I like it better if I have like stuck in something big and then my writing is small, rather than having my penmanship be super big. I don't know if you understand that feeling, but I like it better if my penmanship is smaller on the page rather than super big when nothing really happened. So yeah, that is it for this video. I did decorate the next 2 weeks because I have stuff that I have planned for, and that is it for this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this week. I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully next week will be a little bit more eventful. It's almost at the end, like there's only 1 month left. I'm actually preparing to film my December plan with me, and I'm like, it's already December, it's already the last month of 2024, but I am super excited to transfer over to new planners, new journals. That's why I have been playing around with my 2025 stuff, and I'm super excited to share all of those with you guys in the coming weeks. So I hope you look forward to that, and I will see you in the next video. So until then, guys, take care. Bye.